next game is the Bengals at Texans.
I think that this will be the closest game of the week, in my opinion. I think there will be a lot of. I think it'll be pretty defensive. I think the teams are pretty evenly matched defensively. I think Houston has a slight advantage of the running game, but I think the difference in this game will be quarterback play. I think that Andy Dalton will have a big game, and I think he can hook up for 2 touchdowns with AJ Green. And in a very close game, by holding out for late charge, I think they'll win 17-16. Bengals.
I'm at Green Jeans and go with the Bengals. It's gonna be a close game, but they're gonna pull it out.
Texans will play defense like the Millionaires did in the 4th quarter last week. Soft. The Bengals will prevail and win this matchup.
I find it hard to believe in the Bengals when they can't even sell out their own stadium. Their own fans don't believe in them. They had to go 2 for 1 this past week, and half the fans there were probably Steelers fans rooting for the Bengals on, for their own benefit. I think the Texans have come so close so many times and been denied that I think that this is their time. This is their year.
Texans went with their 3rd string quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah, the Bengals usually don't do good against good teams. I'll be the one game for the Texans, but still, J. Yates, he win the touchdown to R.J. Johnson. Next game is the Lions at the Saints.
I think that Detroit's a dangerous team in the NFC, but I just think this is just a terrible matchup for them. I think no one can beat New Orleans in New Orleans. Matt Flynn threw for 6 touchdowns against him. I don't think Drew Brees will do that good, but I think he could throw for 5 or 6, and I think that in a high-scoring game, I think both quarterbacks put up big numbers, but I think the Saints outscored them 51-38.
I'm gonna go with the Saints. Drew Brees is playing good. Have good wide receivers tonight too, so Saints.
The Lions have the chances of the Lions beating the Saints are as good as the chances of Sid dunking on somebody next week. The Saints win and a lopsided victory.
Yeah, Detroit looked impressive against San Diego, but the Saints are not San Diego. I just can't imagine them going into the Saints' house and prevailing. I don't see it happening. I see the Saints winning.
Yeah, I think the Lions overrated them online. The Packers pulled all their starters out. So I take the Saints here. Next game is the Falcons at the Giants.
This is a battle between Denzel and Carlos's teams. I think this will be within a touchdown. This is going to be a very close game. I think that John Abraham has a big game. I think he'll get after Eli Manning, and I think Matt Ryan gets sacked a few times too. But I think Roddy White makes a few more big plays than Victor Cruz this week. I think that Michael Turner has a good game. I say at home. I mean, even in New York, I think that Matt Ryan gets his first playoff win in a close game. I think that Falcons beat the Giants 21-17.
I'm have to go with the Giants.
Is this in New York?
Yes.
Yeah.
You wait to see what I say, don't you? Matt Hasselbeck was my fantasy quarterback. Did very well for me. Not Matt Hasselbeck. Matt Ryan. Like Matt Ryan, but it's in New York in the cold. Like the Millionaires' 3-point shooting last week, it will be cold, and the G-men will win against the Falcons. Although Sid kept shooting, I've got to give him that.
I also think it will be close. I believe they're both 9-7 record. Are they 10-6? Sorry. But I do think that the Giants have that slight edge because they're at home. I think Tom Coughlin is hungry for another playoff experience. I think that Eli Manning is the only Manning in the spotlight right now and out to keep the Manning name alive. So I think in a close one, the Giants are going to win.
Yeah, I think Matt Ryan will have a big game on Sunday. I don't think the Giants can stick Julio Jones, Tony Gonzalez, and Roddy White. And I think Brett Grimes will shut down Victor Cruz. So I'll go with the Falcons here.
Wow.
And the Giants lost to the Seahawks and the Redskins at home.
Gotta bring that up too.
I know, he always does every time.
And the Eagles.
Can't I ring a bell though?
And the Eagles. Next game is the Steelers at the Broncos.
I think this. I mean, if you look at this game, both teams' defenses are playing very good. They both have very good defenses. This could be a low-scoring game. I think less than 15 points is scored between each per team. I don't think the running games for either team get much going because Rashard Mendenhall's out for the year. Steelers have a strong run defense. I think the Steelers really hurt themselves last week playing Big Ben for the whole game. I think that's a week he needed to rest. I mean, he's still not 100% at all. And he only put up 13 points against the Browns defense, which is good. So I think that he's been having a rough stretch, but I think Tim Tebow finds a way to make it his time at the very end of the game, come back, and get a 13-10 win in a close game against Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna have to pick the Steelers in this. Tim Tebow's coming off of, what, 2 weeks of frustration, and I think it's still in 3 weeks, my bad. So I'm gonna pick the Steelers. Their defense is too good.
Where's this game being played at?
Denver.
No, Denver. So Ryan can't play, Ryan Clark. He's that, they had that problem before where his spleen, he had to have his spleen removed after he played there last time.
Each team will score about as many points as Coach Taylor's hairs in his head, which is nothing. So I do have Tebow mania, but the Steelers are a Pennsylvania team. I'm going to go with Tebow and the Broncos.
I think you have to be able to complete more than 6 passes to win a game. Call me crazy. I don't think that the flailing Denver offense will be able to score much of anything on the Pittsburgh defense, and I think that Big Ben will find a way to get it done and score the few points needed to put them over the top. I'm going Steelers even without Ryan Clark, even without Rashard Mendenhall. Redmond can run, and so can our third stringer.
Yeah, other the Bowman's guy isn't winning the game, and the Steelers got a good one defense. And last time I checked, you throw with your arm and not your ankle, so I took the Steelers.
Go with your arm and not your ankle.
He's saying Ben's high ankle sprain.
Oh.
Okay.
Thanks, Sid.
Thank
Bro.
you.
I don't know how to stop it.